let him start. Howdy. Howdy, troublemaking pups. Howdy,
Oh, hello.
howdy, Charles. Sorry for being a little bit late. I guess I'll smile now.
Okay, I'm dying to know what is going on. Who did you get in a fight with?
Me? The
Yeah.
concrete. The concrete 20-something years ago.
Oh, and today was the day like 5 minutes ago that your tooth decided to fall out?
Well, the reconstruction of my tooth decided to fall out. I still have
Oh,
a piece of my original root somewhere. I can feel it. So they glued the rest of my tooth together and put it back there and told me it's a very
Really?
temporary solution till I decide
Oh.
like what I want to do. Well, it held up good for 20, what, 3-4 years?
You were living on borrowed
5.
time, so.
Yep.
Oh no. So literally I log on at whatever 7:59 because I can't be early and just getting the kids in bed and there's Dushan's screen, no Dushan, and then he pops on with the tooth missing. I'm like, oh boy, what's happening at your house?
Yep.
Okay.
I tried to take a slice of pizza and ate my own tooth, so
Oh. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, you're on the journey now. You've got stuff ahead of you.
yeah. I'll call the dentist tomorrow, see what they can do about it.
Oh, fun stuff.
Hello, Jason. Good evening. You don't have any teeth left. Well, still have a few, but at this rate, because my front ones were also in that situation. So
Oh man.
yeah,
Ooh,
literally.
you must have really hit the concrete hard.
Yeah. I poked I have a scar here. I poked through my bottom lip. So we were skating down the hill on our hands, or sliding down the hill like it was winter.
Okay.
So normal kids would either use the sleds or the tube or whatever. Well, my friend and I, we decided to slide down like handstanding.
Okay.
And a few hundred feet in, my hands were, I was super sturdy. I could do it. I did it a million times before that. It was my signature stunt. But I had pretty good balance on my handstanding and hand sliding. But I kind of lost control for a second. I just did this for a second, and I continued sliding down. I figured out that
Ouch.
that I ate a lot of concrete. Or not the concrete, but like icy concrete.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's not good.
Hello, Marco.
Hello.
Hello, Brown Sugar. Yeah.
Hey
Hello,
guys,
Trail
thanks
Run.
for joining us.
Yeah, I'm from Idaho, and Elite have only one tooth missing. Yeah. I just joined the Elite. I have where to put my cigarette.
It is a very particular look. It's noticeable, but well, my oldest daughter, Katie, is getting a tooth pulled tomorrow, so it's a tooth themed week apparently at TSA Knives.
Just a few hours ago, we were talking about teeth, and we're talking about it again.
Here you are. Oh man. Well, all right. Maybe we'll see you at the dentist.
Yeah. Well, now, good evening, everybody, officially.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Sorry, we're a little late. We are here. We're ready to go. I've got lots of good stuff to talk about. And actually, I had I had a question for you right away, Deshawn, and the reason I'm playing with this is because I really think everyone needs a tube popper blade key from GEC. So I was wondering if tonight we could add to the store like a free tube popper with any purchase. Because I really think people should have one of these. They're so awesome. It doesn't save your thumbnail, but at least you can still open your knives after your thumbnail's gone. And it's also really nice for opening tubes if you're opening your tubes a lot. The Daniels knives and the GECs are in tubes, as you all know, and they can actually be really hard to open the first few times.
Well, you gave me something to do. Yeah, you gave me something to do. I'll switch only to your camera. I'll send out an email that we're live, and also I'll make sure that I'll try to do it so it's added to the cart immediately when people purchase.
Yeah, we'll probably just leave that on for like 24 hours or something. But yeah, I'd love for people to get them. So while you're doing that, I'm going to do a comparison. I haven't done this in a while of two doctor's knives. So what I have tonight, I have the doctor's knife by Daniels, and I have the doctor's knife by GEC, and they happen to come out at the same time. Daniels just came out with a swing guard too, which is pretty cool, but we're going to look at these two knives. So I'm going to start with Great Eastern Cutlery. They made these in a bunch of different handles, but the one I'm going to look at tonight is the smooth oiled bone. So this is the 412226. I'm going to use my tube popper to get it open here, hopefully, make it look graceful. So you know why you need one, but that's the knife. And then they called this the Newtown Physician. And they did a little pin for it. I hope I'm in focus. It's so hard for me to tell sometimes.
Well, with your camera, nothing is in focus. I'll have to get you a better one.
Oh, yeah, I'm just on my computer.
Sorry, everybody.
But anyway, you can see them in the store anyway. I just thought it was kind of fun to do because they both came out at the same time. If you don't need a tube popper, you definitely need one of my nice, cute little cleaning cloths. So they laser engraved on this one, the Newtown Physician, and then also the PPP on the back, and a really nice flat bottom on there. And I would say, like, just judging by some of the old knives I have, I think this is a pretty awesome traditional pattern. I think they did a great job. Sometimes they have a spatula or different blades on it, but great looking knife. And then here's what Daniels did. So Daniels played with it a little bit. They called theirs the Mortician. And I guess that's a doctor too, right? So we got it for the Mortician. And then it's a precious stone bone and 1095 carbon. And it's got a 2025 date on it, but they came out pretty recently. Was that actually? I feel like we got them in the store in 2026.
Yeah.
So they've got their labeling here, and then each of them comes with a little insert. And this one's specific to the Mortician. And then they've also got their certificate of authenticity with every knife. And so this one says handcrafted in Titusville and so on and so forth. And the production on this was limited to 9. So they also did several different handles in this pattern. But it's a cool knife. So what does this say? This particular knife, say it's a unusual limited line of pocket knives that replicate the folding tools from the late 1800s through the early 1900s. So, and then they're using tools such as saw, punch, bottle openers, other tool blades. And I think that's why they chose to go with this line for their doctor's knife because of, the spatula being a tool rather than a blade. And we'll open that up here so you can see it. Maybe I should just tip this down a little more. So we've got that really pretty red jig bone. And kind of a play on it a little bit more because the flat end is a lot less pronounced, if you can see there. And maybe you can't. Oh, I feel so bad if I'm totally out of focus. Might be better to just share my screen and pull them up in the store, but then we'll open that up. And so we've got 2 blades. Oh man, we just did a live auction again, so I have absolutely no thumbnails left. So they did a spatula on theirs, and you can see them there side by side. I want them kind of close so you can see the size and scale. It's so hard. Where do I hold it that I'm not in my own way? Very cool. It was fun that they came out at the same time. So GEC went a little more petite. Daniels went a little bigger with theirs. Not a whole lot, but a little bit noticeably by weight. And actually I'll weigh them because that is kind of interesting. Maybe. Where's my scale? Where is my scale? Oh, here it is. I've been weighing a lot of odd weighted knives lately because we have a ton of Bark River that's going to be coming in the store, maybe tonight even. So GEC is weighing in at 2.4 ounces, whereas our Daniels is at 3.25. So a little bit bulkier. Something I've been thinking about lately is as we've been doing SFOs and stuff, I recently had some really little Barlows, like boy's knife type style, made by Keiru for us. And they're gorgeous. And I love them. I love that they're just petite and little, really nice pocket knives. It's just, there's something about it that really appeals to me. I like the little ones. Everybody's got their own taste. Some people only like, the really oversized ones, and it's whatever you like, but they really appeal to me. And I know a lot of other people appeal to those patterns as well. And I was thinking of it as it pertains to Rosecraft because we've really been doing a lot of work with them lately. And they tend to go with the larger patterns too. Everything's a little more on the larger side of things. So I've been really, really asking them to do like a little mini or like medium Barlow. So fingers crossed, if I just keep asking every week, maybe we'll get one made. Of course, there's a lot of logistics that get involved with it, when you're doing a new pattern and stuff like that. But I would really love to see some more of that. And that is, and I love my Daniels, but I like that GEC does a lot of those real petite patterns. I'd like to see Daniels do some more of them too. So we'll see what's in the future for us. But that is my very long spiel about the 2 doctor's knives that are recently out. So those are both available in the store. And like I said, in a lot of different handles. So not just limited to these 2. These were just kind of the ones on top and front that I chose to grab, but they're all pictured in the store. That's all good to go.
Well, thank you for that long comparison. I tried to do where everybody who buys anything tonight gets the free tube popper.
Sure.
It cannot be done, but in checkout notes, you can just put like tube popper or something, or will you just send it to everybody?
Sure. Yeah. I can do that. That'd be the easiest. Yeah.
All right.
If there's a note, great. If there's not a note, I'll still send you one. If anybody buys anything at all tonight, I'll send you a tube popper because I really do. And they do work perfectly well for a blade key too. And then if you need a fancy pop or a beer, you can open that also, which I thought was very considerate. To have that bottle opener on there, why not?
Yep.
As long as you're cutting it out.
When
And
it works, it works.
So you can put it on a necklace and just wear it everywhere.
Works better than a tooth. I didn't do that. I didn't do that,
don't
though.
open knives with your teeth. You will break them. I still have a chipped tooth from
I still
opening a
have.
beer with opening.
No. This one went through some beer openings and still survived. It didn't survive a slice of pizza.
Yeah. Well, when your time's up, it's up. I guess that's all. That's all we can say about that.
But, yeah.
Funny. We've got a giveaway tonight coming up at 8:30.
Yep. If you didn't join, please head over to signup.tsaknives.com and enter your email to be drawn or for a chance to be drawn as a winner of Kizer Drop Bear. This one is in satin.
It's a Nitro B blade in satin, and then it's PMMA. It's a clutch lock, so it's a see-through. It's a see-through scale, so you can see the mechanisms inside of the knife. And I'll show it. So, so do we have a pop-up like when you log on to the site to join giveaway?
Only only for this month. But yeah, for the next month, you have to tell me what it is so I can.
Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you because I've got a good story. Should I show the one for now, though, in case anybody else wants to join?
Yes.
So,
switching over to your camera.
I'm sure you've seen it. It's a drop bear. It's new with all of its goodies and packaging and all of their cute stickers and things. And so it's a clutch lock, so you can see there. And then we've got the clear scales, which I also think would be fun to like treat in color. You can see all the way through it. And then with that clutch lock, that mechanism will, how bad is that on the screen? Am I centered at least?
Yes, you are.
It's a fidget knife. It's fun, actually, and it's really sharp. So if you win it, don't cut yourself like I have, not on this particular one, but on one of these. Oh my heavens. They're sharp and they're fun to play with. So, all right. That will be our giveaway knife here in a few minutes. What else do we want to get into? I know we're going to talk about, oh my gosh, I wanted to say Bear River, but I'm going to say Bark River. So Bear River. Bear River is our current collection of knives that we've been working on for a couple months here, adding to. And we've just had a lot of really great additions because we bought a lot of awesome collections after Christmas. And that has been fun working, adding them into the store. I finally got them done. Up until yesterday, actually, I was adding in these really beautiful, gigantic Bark River knives. And then I got the message that they have gone out of business and there's all sorts of things going on over there. So we're going to, we have our collections like some older ones, which is great, I think, because they're not involved in was going on towards the end of their run in business, but we do have a really nice collection of beautiful knives from them. I think we've got over 20 and some kind of unique stuff, a lot of special edition things and limited edition and all sorts of stuff. So what's the plan, Dushan? I was going to save them and post them way out in May. But now, like, are we going to release them tonight? Do you want to do it next Tuesday? What do you think we should do?
Again, if you want to release them tonight, we'll have to see what. Well, I don't know if any of people watching heard about Bark River going out of business, but yeah, for months and years, actually months before, they were kind of struggling, I guess, financially or and they started degrading their, not degrading, but like changing suppliers and whatnot. And eventually, a few days ago, they went out of business. So yeah, we have some. Well, now they will be the only ones in existence. They will not make them anymore. So we'll have
Right.
some soon to become rare.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I
Nice.
guess so.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can post them, I guess, anytime
Yeah.
on
I
the
kind of think
shop.
maybe we should do it. Post them, put them out there, and then just kind of get a feel for what people are interested in. A lot of this collection was from like around that 2014 kind of time. And there's some really cool stuff in there. They make some big ass knives. I mean, I know I've shown a few of them previously.
Oh, is that almost a sword that you had
I
thing?
mean, some of them really are. Some of them even have like a guard, like if you were in a knife fight, so you don't slide up the blade and get hit. Like huge, huge knives, and some stuff that would be a cool camp knife. And actually, I brought a couple over to my dad because sometimes we'll get like a whole New York strip from a beef, the whole entire strip, and then you've got to like cut it in steak. And those really nice, big, huge knives that are awesome to use because you can get it all in one slice and make your steaks perfect and gorgeous and everything else. Also like collectible, and not everything has to go out into the woods or be cutting meat or something. It's where
Yeah.
my mind always goes. How can I use this? Even if I don't use it, I want to like imagine and think about how I would use it because that's like a lot of the fun to me. But they used a lot of cool handle materials, and they're showcased because they're so large, and that's cool too. Like most handles are in that 5.5 inch range, so you've got a lot of handle material going on, whether it be stag, a piece of wood, or even the synthetics. One of my favorites is a micarta that's Great Eastern Cutlery calls it unicorn ivory, but it's beautiful. It's like a synthetic ivory, and I love it in a big, huge chunk. It's really fun to look at.
Uh, do you want me to publish them now so people can actually see them on our
Yeah, why
site,
don't we?
or?
That would be a lot easier than me just explaining what knives look like. So if anybody is curious or interested to see what we have, yeah, like I said, that was part of a collection of 40 knives. And I think 21 of them maybe were Bark River. I'm sure you'll see when you go in there because I have them like in the scheduled category. Also, it is 8:30, so I think we should do our drawing.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for all the Bark River ones to be published.
Okay. How many things can you do at one time? You're like a juggler.
0, but I'm trying to do at least one.
I think I can do like 10, but I can't do more than one. Well, no. I still try. I'm never giving up.
Well, it usually takes about a minute for 20 something knives to. Do you want them all posted, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Just the Bark River. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything Bark River. So that's kind of interesting. Actually, I was noticing when I've been scheduling and drafting more things for those Tuesday drops. I guess like I always imagined how websites worked is things just all dropped at exactly the same time at exactly the right time. But I think that looking at it like if I set a time, it'll alter it by a few seconds so they aren't actually dropping at the same time. But then when I get to have like 50 items, for instance, like it could be a full minute from the time the first thing dropped to the last thing. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, and also not everybody. It should post to our website like immediately, but depending on like your caching or whatever your ISP, it could not propagate on yours on like somebody from Florida in additional 10 seconds or something.
Oh, That stinks because I feel like sometimes stuff sells out before some people get a chance. I do
Well,
believe it because I get so many emails. They're like, it's really
that's
not fair because we don't, necessarily see it at the same time.
yep, yep. And for that, well, you are paying 50 to 60 bucks a month sometimes, so everybody can at least get it at the same time, so nobody's angry.
Okay. Okay.
So just so you know, if you have concerns about some items, let me see.
Well, you try, I guess, but it's still like not a perfect system. It's not magic, it still has to work.
March 26th. There's 9 more left.
Oh, okay.
And then we can draw the winner, and then we can look at pretty pictures.
Yes, and I have to talk about next month's drawing because I have a fun story again. I guess we're just doing fun story giveaways from now on.
Oh, before we go on to the winner, I didn't say it, but Jason says smash that like button.
Oh, thank you.
Smash the like button.
Please, yeah.
Please.
Yeah. We appreciate that.
If you're watching,
Absolutely.
do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is kind of my favorite way now to do our social. We were talking about this earlier today because we just had a brief meeting. We hadn't caught up this week and found out about the Bark River thing or trying to figure out how to handle some things in the store. And oh my gosh, where am I going with this? This is the best way to do social media because you can so tell the difference when things are like forced or rehearsed or whatever versus just conversational. And I think it's so much more fun to have a conversation. And again, I know I'm like always talking about Whatnot and doing our auction site over there, but that has been just really fun because you just breeze through things. You talk about them as long or short as you want. People get a chance to buy stuff. And I don't know. I love it. I love it so much more than like when we were trying to record in the studio or trying to record outside. And there's so many challenges with that too. So this has been not for me, but for you, obviously, having to try to edit everything. And oh my gosh. Oh.
No, I love it.
I'm glad you do because it makes me crazy even just thinking about it.
Yep. Oh, let me just see. Let's pick one winner for Kizer Drop Bear by Azo with Nitro V Satin Blade PMMA and Clutch Lock Model V3619A1.
That's the one.
All right. And the winner is Ryan McKeever, I guess. Sorry,
all right.
Ryan M. Congratulations, Ryan.
Yes.
If you're watching, please, I don't know, say hi in the comments. If not, we'll find you and send the knife your way.
Absolutely. All right, I gotta. Where
Hello,
did I put it? Oh my gosh.
Hello, old knives matter. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Brownie Joe. Hello, Squib Knocket. Sorry, English is not my first language, and I probably have slight dyslexia. So.
And I can't see what he sees. So welcome to all of you joining us. Thank you. We appreciate you being here. Cool.
So yeah, what's coming next for giveaways?
Okay, so what's coming next? This was so fun. A friend of mine donated a knife for the giveaways, so we'll just call him MP because I don't know if he wants his name shared. But anyway, we're always trading, we're always chatting, texting, and about knife stuff and life stuff. But anyway, it was really cool. So with the last box of knives he shipped to me, he says, thanks for being a caring friend. I'm putting the PF Zonda in as something that might make a nice knife to use for your giveaway or add to a giveaway. It's nice. I just don't use it. There's no box. And anyway, thanks for everything over the years. And I thought it was really nice and kind, and I appreciate it. And so, what he sent our way, I think it's a cool knife. So this is a petrified fish knife. The model is Zonda, and it opens so nicely. It's almost like it's got an assist. I don't think it does. It just wants to be open. So I like this I think this is a really nice fleshing knife. Personally, this could be like if anybody's like a beaver trap or anything, they'd be great for that. But it's in 14C28N, and of course it's got a wood handle, liner lock, folder, and it's just got some nice details on it. Am I too close, too far? There's going to be pictures, and that will be helpful.
You're just right.
And then we've got our nice little pull here, so you can easily get it out of your pocket. It's all ready to go and be used and be loved. And that is that's like a Chris size knife. That's what he likes. He likes big giant knives like this. And anyway, you got a lot of sharp surface on there, so depending on what you use your knives for. Kind of cool. I like the pattern. I love the way it looks closed too.
I love the little dog bone carabiner, or not the
lanyard. Yeah.
Lanyard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Customized and all ready to go. So anyway, petrified fish, Zonda pattern, and I'll get some proper pictures out there. But yeah, and donated by a customer, somebody I work with, and a friend. So very cool.
That's cool.
Love it when that happens. I think the connections are like, that's what it's all about. It's so fun. And we just end up with so many opportunities for that. It's wild. Again, even on our online auction, which seems like, I don't know. At first, I thought that was going to be kind of impersonal, but it's turned out to be very personal. So last week we had a little snafu during the broadcast where something didn't work for like 2 minutes.
The microphone out of the camera stopped working for a second.
And I mean, like, it was so interesting, but the people there, like, buying stuff, the customers are helping us out and, waiting around and chatting us up and stuff while we're fixing things and working it out. And anyway, so I'm absolutely loving that. And we've got another big, huge collection coming in. I can't help myself. I know I should stop doing this, but I have a really big collection of kind of, they're frost cutlery knives, and they're going to be, like 20, 30 years old. They're all new in the box, and I think it's going to be approximately 400 knives. So we'll be doing a lot more auctions and maybe getting some listed in the store too. But we'll keep that information posted on social media and stuff. And do we ever list that on the site, like to connect to us on for our live auctions?
Yes, when we have that scheduled, there will be a banner, very not intrusive one.
Oh, okay. I know.
But as list of our socials, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, how can people find out about it when we're doing stuff like that?
They can, how does it work? whatnot.com/invite/TSA knives. I'll paste it in the chat.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
So if you go to this link that's in the chat right now, you can get $15 off your first purchase if you never joined before. Cool. But I do have, Trail Run AZ says, sometime it would be nice if you could do a description on GEC, how to interpret the model numbers, how to approach collecting, determining those likely to hold value and those likely to appreciate. I had when did they tell you that I'm working on a last GEC buying guide that you'll ever need thing?
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I
Good,
mean,
I'll read it.
I'm working on a blog post for that, but I was thinking to ask you for accompanying video, at least like to show what each of them means and what like first two numbers, middle two ones, whatever is their color palette that they're using, what can you expect, and what's kind of sought after, what's not.
Yeah. Interestingly, I feel like I'm getting worse at explaining over time because I'm I'm like kind of getting a feeling about stuff. So like I've seen so many and had so many go through my hands and I'm buying and selling all the time. Um, like my guesses are pretty accurate. And so I haven't been as good at like really digging in and using the information, but especially in the beginning, and even sometimes now if I get stumped, GEC has a really great site and they have cataloged everything that they've made. I mean, really, really well. It's very seldom if I find something that's not fitting into what they have listed, it's usually because someone's like made a customized version or something. But basically, on their website, they have all their production logs through time, how many of each model they made and what scales, etc. That really speaks to value, of course, because if 8 were made versus 600 were made, we're going to see them holding their value differently. They're just more desirable. And then some patterns are more desirable. And the way I know about that, actually, best kept secret ever, it's a website called WorthPoint, and they're an extension of eBay. So you can actually look at all of the logs all through time from eBay to see what actual sold prices were on items. And GECs move through there a lot. Sometimes prices are inflated because it is an auction site, of course, so it's something to keep in mind. But it really tells you. And then when you start to look at like patterns, handle material, years that they were made, then you start to get more and more and more information about that. And we keep all of our list prices up. That can be deceiving because when we have sales and things like that, sometimes prices change or they change over time and we get the item in again. So maybe originally they sold for $100. Now they're selling for $4. That happens. But I know there are a few other companies that sell GEC that are really good about keeping their old sold items listed with the date they were listed and the price they sold for. So there's a lot of good resources, but ultimately, before I babble on way too long, it's just a matter of how much time you want to spend researching.
So for people who do not want to spend that much time researching, we're going to make 10-ish minutes video and about 30-ish minutes read blog.
Okay.
So you can have all of it condensed in one spot so you don't have to go and look at, I mean, if something catches your eye, the best thing is like ultimately to go to the manufacturer and check if everything that was said was true. But yeah, independent reviews are always good. And yeah, since you're pretty knowledgeable about it and I'm enjoying the whole process of researching, trying to learn more about knives. Yeah, I'm kind of putting one by one pattern into the doc and trying to decipher in few sentences what's important about it. And as Trayron said, like how to decipher the model numbers and what does what mean. Yeah, it's a great idea. We're kind of working on it. I mean, I'm currently just gathering info that I can use to make a blog post. But in the next few weeks, yeah, you can expect at least the blog post, and then the video will be once you're back.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm taking a short trip. So Dushan's going to take over everything, but I'm going to briefly go down to Texas, check out Corpus Christi, and then I'll be coming back with my new puppy. So it's kind of an exciting time.
Nice.
I know.
Can't wait.
I can't either. I have a lot of ambitions for the summer, and I like to bite off way more than I can chew, but I've been working way far out in the store because this summer I would love to have a big garden, and I want to have some ducks, and I want to have this new puppy. So we'll see if all of that plus kids plus work plus knife store can fit into the schedule.
Well, it will, because that's
Right?
all what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But I think they kind of go together because if you're going to be outside anyway, may as well have a puppy and a flock of ducks following you around to do the garden and all that stuff. So
You can, if you don't like it, you can let the ducks do the gardening.
that's true. They'll just feed themselves, and that'll be the end. Then they'll feed the fox, and that'll be the end of the whole thing.
Yep. Let's see. Charles says, love the GC65 pattern I received from you guys this week. Top 3 GCs they have.
Great.
Don't forget Trouble Make Pups. Jason says they are not assisted. They have fluid motion.
Oh, okay. The petrified fish.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about it. I've had one before, but yeah, this one just, so it's fluid motion. Okay, so it must have like a ball bearing in there that just makes it.
While you're holding it, Ted Hart asks, reversible clip. Does it have a reversible clip?
Yes. Yes. It looks like it. Yeah, because it looks like it's just got a little.
Oh yeah, you can
flip
flip.
come out
Yeah.
there, same on the other side. So yes.
All right. Trouble Make Pups asks, where has Chris been hiding?
Oh my gosh, I know. Well, he's in school, so he has been hiding. He did like a walk through the screen last week, I think, or last month. Was that last month? Oh my gosh. Or was that a recording we were doing? Now I can't always keep it straight if we were live or if we were making video.
He will be on the next video. But
will he?
two
Okay.
videos from now.
Okay, he lives. He lives. He just needs to get back to work. Yes, and actually, thank you, Troublemaking Pups, for pointing out to me. I had listed some case knives that I had mixed up some dates on, so I took I did edit those posts for the time being, but we definitely need a phone call because some of those old case knives, I am definitely not, I would not call myself an expert. I do what I can to research, but boy, it's so confusing. Everything varies so much by year, and I haven't taken the time and had enough inventory coming through to really know them intimately like some people do. So I guess what I can say is the pictures are really speaking to them a lot because I always picture the exact knife that you'll be purchasing for case for that reason. But anyway, oh yeah, case knives, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. I can't promise the blog post for all the case knives.
Not unless I get a tremendous amount of help. If yeah, I know a few people out in the knife world who could definitely give a lot of good information, but I am not one of them.
Off top of their head.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Tgov1010 says, I like the new GC physician knife I got from your store. I carried
Awesome.
it at work today.
Nice. Great.
JP Griffith says, can you tell me about the Queen City 29's tag approximate age?
Is that the little mother of pearl knife that's that I just listed?
Let's see. Queen City
I
29.
can't remember off the top of my head. It has been really unusual the way the collections have come in this year because we bought so
Wait,
much around
browser.
Christmas time, and then I've been listing and listing so many every week.
If you
I'm
could,
kind of getting mixed up on what has already been released and what's in queue because I think I'm looking. I have handwritten notes all over my desk, so I'm just looking at my note. But I think
so, since you cannot see the stream, I can describe the knife to you. Everybody else can see it.
Oh, okay.
It's Queen City 29 English Jack limited edition. I think that's 10 out of 100. Yep.
Okay.
In genuine India sambar stack.
Oh, okay. And what was the question?
Approximate age.
Does trouble making pups know?
You're delegating.
I'm gonna put him on the spot and see if he's listening because I bet he does.
All right. In the meanwhile, do you plan to buy any case axe handle knives for the store?
Gosh, I hope so. If I get the opportunity, I certainly will. I have had some vintage ones in, and actually, that's something Chris and I were talking about the other day. I love anything that does more than one thing. And I thought that tool was so clever. Actually, it was as we were talking about the Bark River knives and, thinking about packing something and thinking about packing for this upcoming trip myself. It's like, something's got to have value that equals its worth to carry that weight around with you when you're doing stuff. And so I really loved the case knife that's got it's like a hunting buoy or like a camp knife and a hatchet, and it's only got one handle and it's ultra lightweight, and then both of them fit on a belt sheath. So yeah, if I saw some more of those, I would be all over it. I absolutely love stuff like that.
Look at the doc. I pasted the link so you can find the knife and see there's like a year written on the box.
Did you email it to me?
No, it's in the doc. The doc link that I sent you. Or I can tell you what.
I can just look it up. Actually, I don't think we have hardly anything by Queen right now. Let me just look. Oops.
Just type in Queen 29.
Yeah, I'll look here.
Because I found it. It's in stock. We're just waiting on a year.
I don't know why. Like in my mind, I'm thinking it's around 09. I'm opening up the product here and looking. Oh, no, this is newer. I recognize that box, so I think this is newer. But I don't know. I don't know what year it is, but I do think it's newer, more, definitely more recent. I might have to just privately message that later because I don't know how to find out quickly. But at any rate, okay, I'm back.
All right.
I start looking in the store and then I see all sorts of things I should be working on. I gotta look away.
Yeah. Well, you might as well do that. No, you have to go to sleep. You're an old lady.
That's true. You know what? It was still light out when we started the show today, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. And I'll have to see what am I going to do with the 16th of a tooth. Can they glue something to get back together again?
Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, I hope you can get that resolved quickly because.
No, I was thinking when I go back home to do the whole thing, like old teeth out, new things drill in.
So you're
artificial,
gonna
artificial nerves and everything.
get it fixed in Serbia in August.
Well, if I'm planning to do the whole job, I mean the whole thing, I don't think I'll be staying there for a month. It should be like around 2 months.
I don't think we can live without you that long. I hope you can still help me remotely,
You
because
lived you
I would
lived
be
without
in
me the
trouble
whole
without you.
summer. You lived without me the whole summer, and thank you for your grass work.
Oh, good. We can come over and mow.
Come over and mow,
Right.
and you can like record stuff here, and I can edit remotely.
That's right. And somebody's
Yeah,
we're gonna
we're an
have to
internet
watch
business.
We're gonna have to watch Mill because he won't want to be home alone for that long.
Oh, I'm thinking to bring him over there. It's only $150.
Oh wow, that's cheap. That's cheaper than having somebody watch him for you.
Yep. So,
That's very fun.
what is your SKU number of knife?
That knife?
Yeah. Well, we have different SKU. Oh,
Here, I can-
troublemaking pups asks.
It's QCCC-35.
I had it on screen a minute ago.
QCCC-35. I now that I see, I can't blow up the picture, but I'm pretty sure that's like a new box. So I'm thinking like, boy, I don't want to be way off, but I'm like thinking 2020 even.
Well,
So I think
Troublemaking
that's like
puppies.
new after the brand got purchased by someone else.
which brand had different spelling? Frost Cutlery or somebody? Different spelling before and after, like first older stuff or newer stuff.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of places that were like USA made forever then went over to China. So like marbles would be one. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Sometimes it's more obvious than others, but Shat and Morgan is still USA made, but I think it's after the brand got sold.
Do you think that Bark River might have a reincarnation in China?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure somebody's going to buy that brand name and make stuff under the brand at some point. Yeah, I definitely do. It'll be totally different, of course, but that's
Yeah, then you have to be distinct. Oh, yeah.
and maybe somebody domestically will buy out the company too. I don't know.
Yeah. Troublemaker Pup says, was it the case 52109 year 2000?
The
I don't know.
Well, we were looking at
It's the Queen. I can
yeah.
I
the
can
Queen
paste the
City.
link.
Yeah, send the link. But yeah, we'll do it after.
There you go.
See if we can figure out the year. But at any rate, okay. Well, I think that's kind of all I got.
Well, JP Griffith, I think we have your contact. Don't have many. How can we let him know? Could you DM? Could you send an email at Aaron@tsaknives.com?
Yeah,
So
I'll
we
find
have
out.
you.
But I think honestly, if I could even actually, I'll look it up in Worth Point right now and see if we can find it there.
Can you talk about the GC photos you're getting? Are those true photos in the practical sense, where they are were they pre-production and templates, or just the first finished piece of the line? Well, for many of them, I know that you're taking photos.
Yeah, so with the GECs, all of the prototypes are the knife pictured. If anything is like used or has any kind of like notable characteristic that I'm concerned about, they're actual photos. So each one is individually listed, whether the picture is a stock photo or an actual photo. And in some cases, we have to use stock photos because otherwise it's really difficult when we do the drops because they will try to get like do you know what I'm saying? Like if we have 10 of the same knife, it would be really cumbersome and frustrating for people to try to check out because you might have one in your cart and somebody else grabs it a little quicker. So when you have more than one of the same item, a lot of times we need to use a stock photo, especially with those items that are selling out in seconds at the drop time. So yes, sometimes I use actual photos, sometimes I use stock photos. It really depends on largely the number of the quantity that I have that I'll be releasing at the time of the release. And like I said, whether or not they have any distinguishable issues. So carbon steel, of course, is like tricky. It gets aged patina pretty easily. So sometimes I'll get something that's like never been used and it's in its original box and all that. And I open it and it's like there'll be a little pepper speck on it. So in that case, I would put an actual photo of the knife so you can see it, obviously prior to checkout. But
Oh,
I do use stock photos also.
sorry about my dyslexia and very bad resolution monitor. Protos, not photos.
Oh, yeah. So the prototypes are one of one. So those pictures are all of the actual knife that you would be receiving. They are, it's just an agreement we have with Great Eastern Cutlery from way back when they were kind of starting out with TSA knives. Greg came up with that arrangement with them. So every time a new knife comes out and not just a new pattern, it's each individual scale. One of those knives will be stamped prototype and come with a certificate of authenticity because there's only one of them. What's really cool, I find, is I feel like they pick a really nice scale. I've never had one with a bad handle, certainly, but I always feel like it's kind of one of the pick of the litter kind of knives. And so maybe that's just my personal opinion, but you can just see for yourself because when they're listed in the store, the knife pictured would be definitely the actual knife you would be receiving because there is only one. So,
But yeah, the question was like, are they just the first piece of the line and declare the prototype, or is it the actual like engineering prototype thing?
Oh, no, so it's not an engineering prototype necessarily. Great Eastern, they are really, really particular about like they don't release anything unless it's like ready to go. So if it's coming out the doors, it's ready to go. So that's one gets marked prototype in each batch of knives, but it's not like different from the other knives. Does that make sense? Because sometimes prototype means like you make it and you're like, oh, okay, we got to work these kinks out. That's not the situation. Hopefully
Yeah,
that's helpful and not more confusing.
so the weight was Jacob says so the weight was described just now is it sounds like they're just production pieces that are designated, so they aren't through protos the way it was described.
They aren't like made and then designed and then maybe the design is changed after the fact. No, no.
No, so in that sense, no, but yeah. As for we're still looking for the image, for the year of that Queen City. But yeah.
Yeah, I I'm finding some, but I'm not finding anything with the date in it. But yeah, I didn't want to just go on and on reading, but I think it's around 2020. Somewhere there'll be a date, but I don't see it.
Well, JP Griffith will email you and you guys can continue.
Yeah,
I think,
I'm sure I'll find it eventually.
I think, Troublemaking Pup says, I think it's a Queen remake of the English Jack that was 1925, 245, and Shield 3032. I'm not sure without
Yeah.
really digging. So yeah, just give them a few minutes and they'll do it for you. Earlier, I
Yeah.
was asking about new case pattern by Billy Rupel that just came out this year. Very popular pattern, says Charles. Have you heard of that one?
I don't think so, but I'm not a distributor for Case, so most of what I get from Case is coming in from collections, and then sometimes I get stuff from Blue Ridge. But
Yeah, we
No,
don't have anything. Yeah.
not necessarily up on anything or everything new that's coming out. No, definitely not.
Well, do you have anything for us? Anything else for us?
I think that's it for tonight. So we're all set for next time and got our next giveaway going, and we should be all good to go.
And I'll go and get used to my new look and feel of my mouth.
Good. You enjoyed that. All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. And if you do end up picking something up tonight, just give me a note, or I will just remember to throw in a blade key for you from GEC. So, gotta have
Yep.
one.
Well, have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Let me just wait a second till it's, I think it's about the time.